Reacted to the story of the most entertaining pro.
Arsenal is a very well-known personality in the Rocket League community, famous for his energetic personality and his ability in-game.
That was a crazy. I'm not gonna lie, y'all don't understand. Like y'all don't remember this shot because y'all don't understand it.
Energetic personality and his ability in-game.
Like, look at this, bro. Oh my gosh.
But with Arsenal recently retiring, we will be going from the start of his career all the way to the end to fully appreciate the story of
Little 1.5.
Started in Arsenal's career, we would see him appear in a few random tournaments, teaming with some notable people in this time, such as Sipical and RocketLeague. However, what is really notable about this player early in his career was the birth of the Peeps, a team consisting of Arsenal, Pirates, and Gyro.
Go in. He knows.
Was really starting to get some results in the competitive Rocket League scene, as we would now start to see Arsenal performing in the RocketLeague in Season 6. RocketLeague, if anyone doesn't know, was a lower league to RLCS.
Oh my god, Civico said you XP going against me, Gyro freaking Pirate.
Where up-and-coming players would get the chance to
damn, bro.
For the chance of making it to the main RLCS event. This
who was on Batmobile?
Would get their first big earnings, getting an explosive start in the season, going 4-0 in series. Starting to beat some very solid teams with players a lot
that nigga been slotted since day one.
However, coming towards the end of this season, they would find themselves in a tricky position, where they would have to beat Splice, a team with most notably Karma, who were looking strong. But if the Peeps wanted the next step to make it to
that was a good pass.
RLCS, they would
that's a good shot.
This matchup would be close.
Fighting in front of the box, cleared away, but in support
over.
Arsenal, it's off the crossbar.
Come on, Ars. The Octane main, bro.
Arsenal's been winning the big challenges in midfield.
Arsenal's been winning the big challenges. Nigga, am I getting slotted on top corner though? He just jakes me. I got caster cursed in real life. I got caster cursed. Top left though. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Damn, bro. Yeah, I didn't realize how good we were for our time, bro. Let's go!
He's got one man to beat, and Pirates scored his second goal of the game. They have to get to this ball. J-Wiz does on the transition. Nose dude.
Arsenal go!
Scores, and Splice take it to game number 5.
Arsenal go, bro.
Game number 5 against who are
oh my gosh, bro. Arsenal go. I actually remember this. This was it was so long ago, bro.
However, unfortunately for the Peeps, they did lose out in Game 5, meaning they would place 3rd in this tournament, not getting the chance to qualify
for the promo relegation.
Peeps would return in Season 7, however, with a new addition to the team, a very well-known player in RocketLeague. Here now to do what they couldn't do before and are looking good.
Yo, we was cooking on top corner this, top corner that. So we're watching this no mechs at all. Are you saying I had no mechs?
In Season 7, however,
what are you saying,
a new
bro?
addition to the team, a very well-known player in RocketLeague.
Saying I had no mechs.
To do what they couldn't do before and are looking
damn
good.
top
However,
corner, bro.
Would still be close for this team as they find themselves in practically the same position they were in last season, needing to win here against the dudes to make it to the promotional playoffs.
Come on, bro.
Achieve their dreams of playing an RLCS.
Bro,
just like last
I remember
time,
these days, bro.
It's still a tough ball to deal with. Not a lot of boost to work with. This is a dangerous ball. Can Gyro drop it down? The follow-up's there. Arsenal's gonna
damn, bro.
This ball drops down in front of Skills. He puts it over the net.
Yo, what is this defense? I own gold.
Peeps trying to get a hold of the shot on target. A crazy angle.
Y'all talking about no mechanics like I'm not scoring this. Y'all talking about no mechanics like I wasn't scoring this. Look at me, bro. I know I was this good back then, man.
And it's going in.
Look at this shot. Off the corner read, though.
This is a shot on target. A crazy angle.
Definitely should have been a free save, though, but. Oh my gosh. Pop it over one, pass to my teammate. I had a bag back then, man. Damn. We lost that game? We lost both games?
Peeps now have to reverse sweep. Arsenal, can he get a second touch? Not enough boost to follow it up. Here's another one from the Peeps, looking for a 3rd time. It's Gyro.
Nice. Good play, boys.
Goes past one, has the follow-up there.
Good shot, Gyro.
Now Now they gotta take
Good pass. Reynolds.
away. What a pass.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
Picks up boost here.
Arsenal.
Goes into an air dribble.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, I really had a bag. Y'all keep talking about no mechanics this, no mechanics that.
Gyro.
I had us, bro.
They put it away.
Look at this.
Vision. Arsenal picks up
Off the top, air roll. Over. Double.
touch. He puts it away. Joe Freshers has a little bit of space, tries to get the pass. Ralph tries to keep it up, but we've got overtime in game.
Damn, bro. I forgot how intense it was back then, man.
Between these two
This was really everything on the line. Look at that beat from Arsenal.
Ford even had a chance to develop in the peeps now.
Mid pass. Bang.
Reynolds.
With us ending up in a Game 5 once again, this game would be a huge back and forth with the scoreline always staying close.
But I feel like they'd have a better time trying to just play offense the
Oh
whole
yeah, though, Gyro. Yeah, though,
Game
Gyro.
5 once again. This
The-
game
the
would be a
NPC
huge
turn?
back and forth with the scoreline always staying close.
But I feel like they'd have a better time trying to just
That was a crazy touch from Joe, though.
Uh-oh. And this Ralph waiting patiently for this one, and Arsenal doesn't.
I'm getting bodied like that, though.
Looking dangerous. Here's Ralph. He's got Joe Freshness. The shot.
Oh my
Goal.
gosh.
And the dudes take back the lead.
But the
We was
Peeps do
down.
find themselves a goal down, with the time getting
With 1
scarily
minute.
low once again.
Arsenal,
Surely
good
they wouldn't fall
defense.
This close to the finish, but Arsenal was not about to lose here.
Net. Joe Freshness forced to go back. He almost puts it into his own net there. Would have been devastating for the morale of the dudes, but maybe a goal off the crossbar. No, the Peeps can't find it. Reynolds whips around and Arsenal.
There you go, Arsenal. There you go. Ice 3-3. You've been in this position before. I played these games before. Good demo, Shock. Good demo. Got the goal. Come on, bro. I remember now. Right by him, though. Lead the ball. Great demo, me.
But not if you remove the defender. Reynolds.
Arsenal has now finished the job getting him and his team into a position now
Come
to
on,
qualify
bro.
for RLCS Season 8.
I remember
And we see
these
them go
days,
through
bro.
The promotional playoffs, able to take down a very good team.
Yo, who am I,
Birds
yo?
and the Bees,
Did y'all just see that
getting him and
shot?
his team into a position now to qualify for RLCS.
Who was I,
Season
bro?
8.
What's
And
good,
we've seen
90?
them Go through the promotional
Look at
playoffs,
that
able to
double.
take down
Oh
a
my
very good team,
gosh.
Birds and the Bees now being able to play in RLCS.
Are your new RLCS team in North America. They'll see them next season in RLCS season
Qualified to RLCS.
10. Maybe. You don't know.
It would be impressive.
This is where Arsenal would get a huge opportunity in his career by joining Space Station. Now being signed to an org in North America, a very big step for him. And it
Damn.
would become a home for him for quite some time. For whatever reason, however, he would get signed with a completely new team, as Gyro and Rettles would end up teaming with Mist. This would not prove to be a bad thing for Arsenal though, as they end up performing very well in North America.
top
Getting second
two.
in this league meant that Space Station were qualified for the RLCS finals, and we're now going to the main event. The
Let's
first
go,
time
bro.
Arsenal's been to this LAN stage, here for the
Wait, this
biggest
the Worlds?
tournament in the game.
Wait, no,
With
that's-
Space Station
that's not
starting off
Worlds.
well as we see them
Is it?
comfortably go through the upper bracket, immediately securing a spot in the playoffs.
Wait, this was Worlds.
Even beating the #1 European seed team with Farah, Shawset, and Fruity. A
Damn,
great win
bro.
for this team. Now they do
I'm not gonna lie, watching this and just remember it, bro. It don't feel like it don't feel real, bro. Like I was really just a young whippersnapper with no eyebrows and no facial hair and just a handsome young curly-haired man. And I was really out here just putting in pain.
have a chance in the upper bracket finals at getting a better seed, but only by playing Dignitas.
Nah, this is lit.
A very strong team at the time, and this would
Oh,
prove to
we
be
did
the
play
case,
Dignitas,
as They
yeah.
do fall to Dignitas here. Now
Wait, who was that Musty
bracket
against?
finals
I think
at
this is my
getting a
first
better
Musty.
seed, but
Oh, look at Arsenal. Oh, dude, he looks so cute, dude.
only by playing Dignitas.
Now you're
A
bald?
very
Okay,
strong
bro.
team at the time, and this would prove to be the case, as they do fall to Dignitas here. Now meaning they would have to play from the quarterfinals, where they would come up against Flame, Freaky, and Cassio. And after a little bit of a rough start, they would prove their right to be in the semi.
Damn, look how young we look, bro.
Drop straight down. Over to typical. Great catch from him. Flip reset. On a wall.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had a bag. Had a bag though. Flip reset. Skip through that lane slide under the ball. Put it top left. Feel me though.
Right to be in the semi.
I was feared. Did I look like a stud? Bro, everyone always used to say that, bro. That used to piss me off. They used to say I look like a stud, bro. Like, stop, bro.
Just put to the side. But in time in the rebound.
W energy shock. W energy shock. Damn, now I don't know what y'all mean by that energy though. Pass down the. Oh my gosh, bro. Really had a bag, bro. Me and my duo right there, man. Me and my duo right there, man. Pacifico had a bag too, bro. Oh my gosh, by one? Oh my gosh! Oh my, I did not know I was this tough. Chat, I did not know I was that tough, bro. Chat, I did not know I was this tough. I'm gonna be honest. I did not know. I forgot. Look at this. Buy one, excuse me. Pop it up under you, excuse me though. Musty though. Chill. Mid pass. XB was my shooter, bro.
It seems like you're the hype man for the team, and you came in this year, and everybody's wondering, what are you gonna bring?
I want to hear my voice. Yo, pre-voice, yo. I mean, I'm probably gonna sound like this because my voice is so deep and things of that nature, though.
So what kind of energy are you able to draw from the crowd here today?
Well, I feel like really confident, and when I'm like hype, I feel like it makes us all play better. Like we're all having fun, we're laughing, having a good time.
Now Space Station have made their way to the semi-finals, where they would have to face one of their toughest opponents yet.
Damn, I look like a baby,
this was
bro.
that team at the time with Justin, Garrett G, and Turbo Pulsar. And this team was just too much for Space Station, as they would later prove to be for everyone in this tournament.
We had to play the world champions, bro.
Games. But for their first main RCS event, this was a great result for Arsenal, and in no way would deter him from playing. As we would see Arsenal return in Season 9, where sadly RCS events all turned to being online due to COVID. But Arsenal...
I got nerfed. Season 9, COVID. Season 10, COVID. See, my prime, COVID. They're just COVID. Everybody, COVID.
Still compete in his region in North
The
America.
Crows was Aura.
They again are using the league play format over the span of 8 weeks.
HB?
Space Station would
Oh my
absolutely take over
gosh.
this region by storm, winning week after week, only dropping one series over the entire 8 weeks, beating big names such as NRG and G2, meaning Space Station are now going straight into the
Oh my
semifinals,
gosh.
in a great spot to take this RCS Season 9 win, with their first opponent being Ghost Gaming with Illusion Atomic.
We lost to Ghost,
This
didn't we?
series would end up going in Space Station's favor.
Oh, no,
as
we
see
did?
them just getting the slight edge over Ghost in every game. With
Damn.
lots of overtimes flying around and close scorelines, this was a pretty surprising 4-1 to Space Station.
Look at that pass from
considering
Sid.
how
Oh
close
my
it was.
power!
Space Station were the better team and have earned their spot in the grand finals, where they would play G2. But
Bro.
unfortunately, after losing
Most
out
goated
in overtime
team,
in
bro.
Game 1, G2 would just take this series from there, and Space Station would fall in the grand finals. However, they still done insanely well, earning a nice bit of change from this, and were more than ready
Damn.
to come back stronger in
Yo,
season
Rocket League, I'm not gonna lie. Rocket League used to have Munyon. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Rocket League used to have Munyon. 66 bands. 22K each. Rocket League used to have the Munyon.
This is where we would see yet another big roster change, with AXB leaving, and he would be replaced by Rettles. Once again, seeing Arsenal and Rettles together on a roster, and they were ready to do some damage. Coming into week 1 of Season X, we would instantly see a fun matchup where Arsenal would face his old teammate and team in the Peeps. However, Space Station would be able to take the win in Game 5, taking Space Station into the playoffs, as we see them make their way to the semi-finals, where we see them face
Look at that
G2
pressure, man.
once again in a grudge match now, but with the new team surrounding Arsenal, they are able to give G2 a proper fight this
Damn,
time.
we was moving, bro.
Finals, where we see them face G2
The pre-flip right by him now?
in a grudge match now, but with the new team surrounding Arsenal, they are able to give G2 a proper fight this time, with a very good start to this series and a good ending too, taking this series in a Game 6 overtime.
That's how we won the series, though.
With a very good start.
Chat,
to
I
this
had plot
series
armor back
and
then.
A good ending too, taking this series in a Game 6.
Look at this. Look at this pinch. Team pinch.
Great defense.
What just happened?
Wait, no, Reynolds didn't even touch it. I just pinched it in the net.
Where did this come from? Arsenal has just pinched it.
Wow.
Aerial into the sidewall.
Now onto the finals here to get their best placement in a big RLCS tournament yet, where
Damn.
they would play Envy. With an unfortunate loss in Game 1 overtime, they managed to bring it back and in a
Look
big
at Arsenal,
way, able to
damn.
hold most of the cards in this series and are able to take this series and win the whole thing.
Oh my gosh, Reynolds, talk to me though.
Oh, they don't have enough. SSG have done it. And they've gone one step further than yesterday's grid view party that we had. They have won.
An incredible placement for this team. However, this was only the start of something great.
Let's
As a
go!
much bigger tournament would be coming up next, where Arsenal would get his best result in RLCS yet.
Let's
This would be
go!
at the first NA regional in North America, as Space Station went smoothly through the Swiss brackets, beating all the big dogs in North America, looking
Damn.
very good as a
Damn, wait, who do we beat?
yet. This would be at the first
We was
NA
running
regional
through.
in North America.
Hold on,
as
chat.
Space Station went smooth.
Hold on. We beat United, KCP,
through the Swiss brackets, beating all
and then we beat the Knights, which was Reddles, Miss, Gyro. We beat NRG. Then we beat G2.
the big dogs in North America.
Wait, no,
looking
no.
Very good. As
PK
a team.
wasn't- that
And we
wasn't-
Keep showing this all the way.
Nah,
to
wrong
the
team. My bad,
semifinals,
my bad,
where
wrong
yet
team.
Again, Arsenal would face the Peeps. With this once again being a
Illusion,
super close matchup
Gyro,
between these two,
and who?
going back and forth for a while.
And AJ?
However, Space Station do manage to come out on top, getting this series in Game 7 by
Damn,
just
Reynolds is
one
moving.
goal, but have now secured their spot in the grand finals, where this time they would have another rematch on.
Oh
their
my gosh,
hands.
the mid
They
pass.
would play NRG, the team who had beat them in Season 8, with now Space Station here for some revenge. With them already having their number in Swiss, they would have it here again.
I'm not
as
gonna
they
lie.
take down-
I'm not gonna lie. Get back Arsenal was a different breed, bro. My get back, every time I lost to somebody,
They
my
would
get back
play
was always
NRG,
like,
the team
I
who
needed
had beat them
my
in
get
Season
back.
8, with now Space Station here for some revenge. With them already having their number in Swiss, they would have it here again as they take down NRG in a convincing fashion to become regional champions. A huge result for this team.
Let's go,
showing
man.
they have
Good
what it
job,
takes
Arsenal.
to be the best. Sadly, they wouldn't quite get the results they would have hoped for in the other two regionals.
Damn.
But by no means were they terrible results. And now with those regionals out the way, we get onto the first major of this season. A much bigger tournament, which is
The major. The
still
major.
combined in NA. However, the caliber of teams is still stacked. But
We were
do
demo
see
demons,
Space
we
Station
was.
perform well as usual, managing to find themselves once again in the
Damn.
semi-finals, where they would have to face G2.
I like
A
seeing
team
the
these
goals
guys
from
know they
this
can
time.
beat, but it wasn't going to be easy, as we see this series be extremely close, with these guys going back and forth a lot, with every game
Look at that
scoreline
dunk
being
from me,
super
bro.
close. However, we do see G2 after clutching up in overtime in Game 4.
Rizzo back to Chicago again, and Arsenal already has it red. Blocks at the point of contact. Typical bumped off the goal line, though.
Damn.
Last man back.
It's crazy seeing the gameplay from now to back then, bro.
Rizzo, the two defenders committing, both of them missing. Arsenal, the backbone right now. The defense.
Are able to put themselves on match point as they also take the win in Game 5.
Damn,
putting Space
bro.
Station in a position
Are
where
we
they
getting
cannot
cooked?
afford another loss. As we see Space Station break G2's momentum, carrying some of their own.
Let's go,
holding
Reddles.
G2 scoreless as they manage to break through them and take this series in Game 7.
As typical, again, just continues to barrage the blue half with shots.
This is a really good video.
Hogan, that's open.
Chicago?
Break through them and take
Chicago
this
was
series
looking
in
out for me,
Game
bro.
7.
As typical,
This shot was some buns.
continues to barrage the blue half with shot after shot and poke after poke, and that's open, but Chicago can't catch up.
Now meaning
Yeah.
Arsenal is in the grand finals, looking to get a major win under his belt here against NRG. And we see Space Station come out swinging in this series.
With a couple of NRG opportunities.
Out here banging them, no. Out here banging them, no. Look at the drip, too.
The ball hopped in front of the box. Garrett's challenge is no good. Reynolds gets it out.
Look at that demo. Oh my gosh. Yo, we was hypey in sync, though. Can we talk about it? Hold on. 50. Arsenal demo. Reddles leave. Sipical go. We was in sync, bruh. Damn. I missed this team, bruh. It was a good team.
Stood up to the punishment and was able to get this ball out. It's pretty incredible that
Mm.
NRG hasn't scored.
Start pulling back on the rotation rather than constantly headhunting. Then you might actually.
Nah, this was.
in this step, but it starts with
Yo, this was a bag shot. Does it show it? Chat, look at this shot. Boom, get a touch. Power slide. Instant jump. Oh my gosh.
And that read. Squishy decides to
That
go
was
down
tough.
the play, and NRG again. You know, they can't really find the follow-up. In fact, they can't find nobody in net time.
Damn, yo, we were hard priming, bruh.
Getting
were
2 wins
hard
right off
priming.
the bat in this series, with admittedly the second game being a little close. However, NRG
I remember that.
do manage to find their footing.
We actually pooped down our legs during that, bro. We're like, no.
Getting a win in overtime in game 3 and are able to carry this momentum into game 4.
He's got the boost for 2, and there it is, Justin.
Space Station were far from done, however, able to come back in game 5 with a nice play from
Look at
Arsenal.
that dunk.
to open up
Oh
the
my
line.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I had a bag, bro. I be forgetting.
Space Station were far from
I be
done,
forgetting,
however,
bro.
able to come back
Look at
in
this.
game
Dunked
5 with a
one.
Nice play from
Get up
Arsenal
there.
to open
Boom.
up the net.
Beat off the corner. Boom. Bump.
Oh, a huge bump from Arsenal.
And this goal would be enough to put them on match point. One more game now to crown Arsenal a major champion.
Come
And
on,
they would
Arsenal.
pull through.
Reynolds touch. Reynolds double. Oh my gosh. I remember that. That was actually a peak shot from Riddle.
Over to the corner. More time.
Typical.
Typical looking for insurance.
Dunk.
He got it. Space Station gaming up by 2.
Yo, Rocket League was just so authentic back then, bro. It was just so like, it was like a baby just blossoming, like, or a flower, just like it. Like you plant the seed, it just like, gosh.
There's no goals for NRG.
Maybe it's the nostalgia, bro.
Station have done it.
But Rocket League used to feel like a freaking.
Fall major champions.
Space Station Gaming, they have had
Damn.
such an incredible
Arson, thank you so much for the prime,
Now we will
bro.
be moving on to the finals of this season, where Space Station had found themselves in a good position, being in the upper bracket, and are able to take advantage of this as we see them go through the upper bracket, taking down
What a shot from
first
Reynolds.
row.
Pass down to me. Arsenal fake. I was a little fake though. First killer to Rocco and Turanturo. This is like first killer, freaking hard carry. This is 2018 LeBron FK. Like he had a lot of like this is 2018 LeBron FK, bro.
Downfield to catch it. Here comes Typical. Could he go all the way?
Reynolds is there, shot on target, and that'll do it. Space Station.
Looking for goal number 1.
A back pass from Space Station actually plays so interesting, right?
What a demo. Oh my gosh.
Reynolds was going to get that flip reset. Here comes Typical, just dancing over the defenders. Is wide open if Reynolds can put it away.
Damn, this team was so good.
Back level. First killer. What a
This is my most favorite team. Look at that pinch pass. Oh my gosh. This is my most favorite team of all time, bro.
dancing over the defenders.
Pinch pass.
Can put it away. Oh, demolition on a truck on the back level. First killer. What
Look at that recovery pass. Pinch.
Arsenal trying to get the pass to Reynolds. He won't go. Reynolds puts it in. Space Station advance.
Look at the pop off from the young man.
Challenge and just opens the gates wide open for Turanturo.
And I'm glad you both have a differing opinion on it, because I like to feel like I generally have a pretty good read on that, and I don't know.
Look at that pass. Oh my gosh. Out here pooping down their leg in net though.
Reynolds in the mid and he'll look to pass it up to Typical.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. Watching this with like no pressure is so much different than when you're actually in the moment, bro. You're just like, you're just shaking and you're just nervous.
Having any of it, Reynolds, he can't get around. We're looking for one more. Here comes Typical right side.
We've heard from other players, plays it very consistent.
Air dribble bump, no holes. That's why I love Reynolds, man. No holes, bro.
And Taroko trying to chop that straight sideways for first killer.
Good. Got in his way.
So close.
Then they will move on to take down Team Envy in the upper bracket
Mm.
finals.
This is best of 7. Damn. Also, honestly, real quick, shout out to my boy Hex. This is a beautiful video. I'm not gonna lie.
ticking away, and this game has been all
This is a beautiful video.
flip reset, perhaps. No, going for the ground pinch. It kicks out to Typical. Cross
30, it seemed like.
Damn.
Honestly, those soft touch. So typical.
corner, getting the boost.
Little dunk.
Tipping it around.
Typical has such a bag, bruh.
I did see what you were saying though about Arsenal almost having to make a play there. Yeah, but he'll get it right.
Good play, man.
But now, I mean, they hold on to
The demo chase. There you go, man.
They're stuck on defense right now.
Look at these demos. Look at these demos and bumps. Now we were the original demo players, bro. Top corner.
Upper 90.
Now meaning they were in the grand finals of the
Damn.
RLCS
I see why y'all like this team, bro.
where they would face NRG.
I see why y'all like this team, bro. We had so much energy, play style, beautifuless. It's crazy, like, bro. Just live.
And unfortunately,
moved
for
different? No,
Arsenal,
they
this
really
wouldn't
did.
go his way, and he would end up falling short here as NRG take the championship.
And there you have it. The marathon of RLCSX is over. and NRG crushed the finish line as champions.
But after this unfortunate loss, the next season would be when we were finally out of the online era and we can get back to LANs. Space Station come into this season with the same roster, and things wouldn't go particularly well for this team.
My gosh, this Complexity team, bro.
Having to play in a tiebreaker versus Complexity for the last spot to make.
I remember this, bro.
After this close game, it will slip away from them in Game 7, and they miss out on the first major of this season.
Such a sad time, bro.
For this team. And after this result, Space Station would decide to make a roster change, as we would see Sipical leave and be replaced by a new
look at us, bro. That's adorable. That's adorable. Young Slater, young Arsenal, man, and young Daniel, bro. Oh, look at Daniel. He looked like a little jit, bro.
Prodigy in the scene, Daniel.
What do you do when we're not doing anything? We're not scrimming. We're not gaming.
Damn. Okay. First of all, the red Nike Tech, though. I'm smooth, though. I'm smooth, though. Cutie patooties.
Oh, off day for me. I'm either at the gym.
Talk to me.
Or I'm just playing Fortnite.
I don't know. I don't do anything. I just play ranked.
And with this new young player, they would come into the first regional of the winter split and would be able to perform.
To be creative.
Wait. Was this a get back game, chat?
Arsenal off the ceiling, shut down, double.
Chat, was this a get back? This might have been a get back series because Typical left and he went to FaZe. This might have been a get back series. This might be our dub though. Whole time.
No way. Clear from Arsenal. Might give opportunity now for Space Station. Arsenal to the back wall. Here comes Daniel. The shot on target.
0 second. Yo, Daniel was the 0 second king, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we first started team, yo, Daniel every 0 seconds, Daniel would score, bro. It was actually insane. Arsenal 50 right to Reddles.
But as I say it,
not able to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Challenge from Reddles, but you would prefer.
I'm not gonna lie. Get back Sentinel might have been a top one player though. That might like Arsenal when he had to get back might have been a top one player.
To take down FaZe in the lower finals, displaying Daniel and his team's ability on the pitch.
Yeah,
they can really work together.
That get back was crazy.
End well for this team in the grand finals against NRG.
But this was
still a much better result, and this team.
Bro, this damn NRG team, bro. This damn. This dang NRG team, bro, just always beating me though.
Looking promising. Their other two regionals were nothing special, however they would still make it to the major this time, and we finally get to see Arsenal back at LAN.
Arsenal
LAN belongs, and he would show this, getting top in his group and then going on to beat Virgin.
Oh my gosh, I was peeking, bro.
Semi-finals. An explosive start for this team, and they would now face G2 in the finals, where unfortunately they would fall. They still did have a chance, however.
Lost to freaking G2, bro.
But in the lower bracket to bring it back and take themselves to the final. However,
no! Don't show me my eyes. Oh no!
They would meet
not this series, bro.
Peeking out of their minds, who would prove themselves in this.
Not this series, bro.
A very close series between these two.
Reynolds will at least float him down. Here comes Daniel. The guy who's got to get SSG going. Demo in front, and Reynolds scores. Arsenal for the lead. Denied by Ventera. Such a close.
Reynolds peaked here.
Now Reynolds
he's got
off
his
the
flip,
ceiling.
he's got his
Has
flip.
the flip. There's the bump. Left in game.
Look at Daniel. Look at Daniel. Look at Daniel. Damn, this was a good series, bro. It actually makes me sad that we lost this, though.
Working out in favor of Team Queso and a double tap.
They've answered the bell, and they live to fight another
Game 7, bro.
And it would end up coming down to a Game 7, where Space Station would start out terribly, going 2-0 down in this game.
As Joyo stuffed that on the corner.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. They were moving, bro. They were moving, bro.
However, it wasn't all over yet, as we do see a glimpse of hope here, getting a goal on the board with little time left now, but now only being one goal away from tying the series. A chance now at seeing the grand finals, and we would see an opportunity with less than 30 seconds on the clock.
No,
Arsenal
man.
Find himself with a lot of space on the ball, a straight line to the goal, with just Ventera there to stop it.
I don't want to crash out, bro. I don't want to crash out, bro. I don't want to crash out, bro.
With less than 30 seconds on the clock, Arsenal finds himself with a lot of space on the ball, a straight line to the goal, with just Vatira there to stop it.
He's going upfield.
However, out of nowhere, Rise gets in the way of the ball and saves his team, bringing an end to the game, meaning...
Bro, when I tell you, bro. First of all, he didn't get demoed. He didn't get bumped. He spawns at the perfect time and gets the pre-flip save. As look at this from my point of view, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, he's about to get a demo. 50, I won the 50. Let's go. Look at my camera.
However, out of no,
it was like you have a free layup. You feel me? You dribble, you get by one like Kyrie, free layup. Out of nowhere, LeBron just smack that bad boy.
Where Rise gets in the way of the ball and saves his team, bringing an end to the game, meaning Space Station are now out of this tournament. A little unfortunate here for this team. However, there was still another major for them in this season where they will be attending. Now in the spring major, this is Space Station's last major before
I remember this, bro.
And they would unfortunately get a little unlucky here as we see them lose out to Falcons in a Game 7.
Game 7. We almost reverse swept this series too, bro.
Goal. Then in the lower bracket, we see them in another Game 7 once again.
Two Game 7s?
The former Queso roster who were now signed under Moist, where we would see one of the most insane Game 7s in history.
2-7 in Game 7 this season. Space Station again getting that clear, just getting it away from Moist. Huge miss there. He's got
it. Chat. I'm scared to play. This is the most tragic moment I've ever seen in Rocket League. 9 seconds.
Can they do it? Oh no! A complete gap on the kickoff, and Moist have tied
9 seconds, bro. Will forever be PTSD.
All Daniel did was just sit there. He knew that there was the potential for the 50. Here they come.
See, like, you got young niggas mustying, bro. You got Joyo mustying, bro. I just knew it was gonna be hard, man. I knew, like, look, they musty in chat.
However, Moist Esports would be the team to close it out in overtime, and would also go on to be the eventual winners.
Chat, I had a tragic career, chat.
Of this major.
They went on to win it all, bro.
Translate to the World Championship as well, where they would lose out to version 1 in the series to make it to the playoffs, not really getting to ever show their true potential in this season. Now, coming into the 2022 to 2023 season, we would see a roster change now, as we would say goodbye to RocketLeague, but would welcome in LJ, an insanely skilled player who was looking like a super strong addition to this team.
Hey.
However, this season mostly wouldn't go their way either, as we do see them able to make majors, but when there, were not able to put up much of a fight. And towards the later season, we would see a roster change again, where Hoxer would join, replacing Daniel. And coming into the World Championship, we would get to see this team put up a fight. First off, playing FaZe in Group B, and SSG are able to
First killer missed it.
For miss, doesn't make contact, but LJ will. Stance there from Typical, right place, right time on that.
And I'm not gonna lie, Get Back Sino had a bag. Oh my, like, if it wasn't a get back, I had no bag. It needed to be a get back, bruh. It needed to be a get back, or I had no bag, bruh. Oh my gosh. 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 This is one of the best passing plays I ever had in my life.
Run for that money.
Doesn't make contact, but LJ will. Stance there from Typical, right place, right time on that,
Slot. Boom. Upfield. Boom. Pass. Boom. Pass. Boom. Pass to J. Back to J. Back to J. Mid pass. LJ. Look at Jay. Oh. Okay, see something y'all don't remember, chat? See, look, y'all wasn't here, chat. Y'all wasn't here. But I did call fake. I called LJ to fake the ball here. He got a touch. I said fake.
Off the ceiling. He just let it go. And about 6-7 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I remember my passion from playing in this series. I remember it.
Oh my gosh! Playing more defense is not it. Arsenal, wait on the side.
Look at that angle, bro. Oh my gosh, that mid pass to Jay. Oh my, off the top. Oh my gosh.
A very nice win here for this team, and a good confidence boost as well. Unfortunately for SSG next, though, they would have to face Vitality.
The greatest team! The greatest team ever! I had to play Vitality with the greatest rookie of all time!
Team with
Bro, I'm
Xenon,
tired.
and this team was way too good for anyone this season, as
Bro.
we now see them put SSG in the lower bracket.
Went to the lower. Had to play the best team. I had to play the team with the greatest results of all time.
Having to face Rule 1 now in order to make playoffs, and after a Game 1 overtime loss, SSG would be able to lock in and turn things around in order to take this series.
Damn, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. My career, like results-wise, could have been so much better if I just won some of these, bro. I just like, it was always close, but it was always not close enough. Damn, sad.
It's hard to believe thinking back. Well, hold on. LJ will add to the tally. Josh has really picked up the slack for Rule 1 offensively up to this point.
Oh my God, yo, we was moving.
Once more.
How can you beat LJ? He's coming off the backboard. He's off the goal line. Here comes LJ now.
Look at that slot. Oh my power. It's crazy to see the evolution of gameplay too. I actually love this. Y'all had to play some tough teams back then. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, that's part of Rock League though. You play tough teams, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's just, damn. Even me, LJ Hoxer, bro, we finished #1 NA like seed, but we lost in the finals to Furia. Like, to Yan the man. It was game 7 too, grand finals.
He's feeling it right now. There's a demo. There's the goal.
Rule 1 on match point. Hoxer gets thrown downfield. It's still LJ. All of the Space Station players are getting bullied off the ball.
Okay, no, this was crazy. This play was stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This play was stupid. This pass back to Jay. Oh my, and then Jay negative angle double tap.
You've done enough for the lead. Now you've got to hang on, and we know they can. But here comes LJ again.
Great 50.
Nah, he choked right there.
Keep going. Tries to bump Arsenal off the ball, but Arsenal navigates around it.
8 seconds left. Heroics are needed. Arsenal's there. Could he get the touches off the crossbar? It's dangerous. Hoxer for the win. Puts it away.
Oh, big Hawk, bro. NPC ass celebration.
Could he get the touches off the crossbar? It's dangerous. Hoxer for the win. Puts it away with 1 second left.
And there's the kickoff. And there's
This is such a good video, bro.
Another great win now, able to make it to the playoffs, where they would now...
Damn, that was Loki aura. Wait, hold on. Am I glazing myself, chat? Wait, let's slow down the dap. Let's slow down the dap a little bit. That dap was Loki aura, though.
Another great win now, able to make it to the playoffs with...
That Loki aura. See, one thing, chat, one thing I can say about my career is that I've always been a fighter, you know? Through it all, you know what I'm saying? Through the roster changes, through everything that was going on, I always fought my way to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Like they counted me, LJ, and Hoxer out, bro.
Would fall in 6 games.
We did lose to the
fight throughout, but just couldn't get it together.
We did lose to Team Liquid though.
With just making it here, giving out a $100,000 prize.
Damn!
This would now mean we
100K?
Arsenal's final season of competing
30K?
in RLCS professionally, and would also be the season we see him leave SSG. After being there for so long, we would now see him leave.
My passion, yeah, I ain't had a passion no
new
more.
team being surrounded by Evo and Gyro, with their first event together looking promising.
With the pressure opening in game number 1.
Well, Gyro is the
good play.
It's Evo who takes the shot. With a game of runs, 3 unanswered at a dig, and then they're gonna
At least able to get.
This was depressing, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This actually was depressing. This was me. This was me when I like. I was just depressed. This was depressing, bro. Like the bonnet, yeah. The dirty clothes, yeah.
At least able to get past the midfield line with this ball. Evo's the one to finish.
Damn, yeah, Evo.
Possibly here.
Yo, look at Evo face cam. Evo may have been a bot, but he, bro, Evo was so funny.
With this ball, Evo's the one to finish. Possibly here.
Yes. I'm glad I got a team with Evo. I'm just sad it wasn't under better circumstances.
Top 4 in the first regional. However, sadly, throughout the rest of the season, they couldn't match this result, even bringing in Stizzy towards the end of the season. But it wouldn't be enough, and for the first time in a while, we wouldn't see Arsenal make a world championship.
Damn.
And this was when he would decide to retire. As from here on, he's still playing in the scene, just focusing on the content side of things.
First of all, I'm looking smooth, the waves, the cut.
This was when he would decide to retire. As from here on, he's still playing in the scene, just focusing
oh my
on the
gosh, the
content side of
hezzy.
things.
Chat, this is my house.
Arsenal, nonetheless.
Oh, this my
He's been a huge
oh my
inspiration
gosh.
to many people in the community over the years. One of mine and lots of others' favorite all-time pros, and I hope he continues to do great in whatever he's doing.
W video, man. W video, man. I'm gonna rate that a 500 out of 10. Beautiful video, my man. Loved every second of it. Damn, chat. That was a great video, chat. Chat, that was a great video.